Hey guys, how are we doing today? Today we're going to go over our weeklies and our $10,000 portfolio. As you can see, the portfolio overall is up, so that's a good thing. Let's see, we're going to start with Rex shares. And Rex shares is up just a little. All are about half are profitable. And CWII, if you've been here before, you'll see this one at the top has been there. It has a positive NAV and a 51% yield. It does really nicely as a steady return. It doesn't pay huge dividends. We'll go down here and take a look. As you can see, it goes from a low of 7 to a high of 11, and it's been that way for a while. We got a couple outliers. So this one has been rock steady as far as the dividend payment. And as you can see, it's barely lower than its 5-month average. And annual dividend is $5.56. So that one's pretty good. A couple of the others we'll take a look at. MS only paid a 5-cent dividend. NV paid 22 cents. CO paid 6 cents. So the Rex shares don't pay huge dividends, but they're a little steadier, and as you can see, 38% return and down to a 13% loss. That one's lost NAV value. Let's see if it's paying a 6 cent dividend, so it's not able to keep up with the NAV loss. But this whole group, these top couple, are kind of steady, and for the inexpensive price, I think I hold, CWII is the one. I actually hold a few shares of that. I like that. It's a steady payer, and it's in an IRA, so I'm not getting hit with the tax on the dividends, but it's a good way to test it, just a small amount to see how it does. Roundhill, look at that. Roundhill's up 16,000 overall, and this is the huge winner. Look at this, 221 yield on cost. We started at 10,000 and it's already up to 20,600, and that's in just over 2 months. And we can see why. Why is this one? It paid $1.14. So that's a nice. It's a $47 stock, and it paid $1.14, which is 100% over. Look at that jump. So this is a recent phenomenon for that big of a price. So let's go back and see. You can see if something recent happened, because it started in the 20s and 30s. It was creeping up, but it jumped from 59 to 114. So definitely going to have to keep an eye on that as long as the underlying is doing good. And I'm going to guess why. Let's see. ARMW is... Okay, here's the ARM weekly. Let's see, let's go 6 months. Okay, yeah. You can see it was up, and then it dropped at the beginning of the war with everything else, and now it's pretty much and here's the underlying. As you can see, it has shot up from around $100 to $213. So the underlying has doubled in price also. So that is a huge thing for those covered calls being profitable. What are some of the others in Roundhill? How are they doing? We got GOO is up 3,000. Let's see, it's 63.74 average. The current price is 82.95. So these have had a lot of positive NAV, which is surprising for weekly payers. Usually they're small gains NAV, and a lot of them are losers, which has been the problem with these since they started. But it seems like either they're figuring out, or it's just this hugely volatile market where they're getting these huge premiums on their covered calls. Let's see, about middle of the road. We'll take a middle of the road on this one. That's weak, and it's 7 cents, so that's not much return. 3% return. So 7 cents. That's what it pays. It seems to just pay 7 cents. Okay, that's a steady one. Alrighty. And Yeildmax, how are they? They're up a little bit, 10,000, so that's actually up a little better. Chippy is up from 55 to 74. AI and Tech from 38 to 45. We got a 21 to 24, 23 to 26. So the big winner is Chippy. It paid a 60-cent dividend on a $74. That's a 30% return. And 60 cents is slightly up, so that's positive with the uptrend in the market. And it went from 40 to 60 over time, so that's not a huge jump, so that's a steady increase. And if you want to look at what that's going to look like over time, here's your huge dividend return compounding chart. As you can see, after 10 years, you're up to 169, and you go from 10 years to 20 years, you go to $4 million. Like I said, these are just projections off current returns, so obviously you can't count on those in the future, but some of these weeklies, if they hold serve the way they've been, you could really do well yours over time. And like I said, this is a $10,000 initial investment, so if you're young and you're doing this in a non-taxable account, you might think of throwing a couple $100 in something and just letting it sit forever. Let's see, what do we got here? AMDY, 31 up to 54. This one's doubled. As you can see, it's up to $20,000. Its dividend is 91. Let's see how that does historically. And it's jumped huge. See, it was down in the 30s a couple of months ago, and then it's had this, look at that, 33, 50, 70, 87, 94, 91. So it's actually dropped this week over the previous week. Still in the 90, but I'm guessing that was that AMDY? Yeah, that's the AMD option. And I'll bet there's been a huge increase in AMD over the last year. Oh, wow. That's just over the last month. Look at that. It went from 200 to 455 in a little over a month. So I guess we know where all that increase comes from. Yeah, they're probably getting super high premiums on their options. And yeah, there's a lot of options. Look at all those open options. Okay, so this is a highly volatile one. Look at all the open interest. And the cost, $17.20. So yeah, the value of these is huge. So that's what's going on with that one. And let's go back to the overall. Who else is doing good? HIYY, 30 cent. And that's a 90% return. What's the price? 16. So that's an inexpensive one to buy. And 30 seems to be ticking up. It's on an uptrend. Well, it hit 40, 30. It started coming up and then it flattened and dropped the last two payments. So that's that. Holdings, we could do the same little peak. Quantity, you can see this is already 1,000 shares because when you started with 10,000, so you're going to get paid on a lot of shares. Your 10-year return is 188. Your 20 is 4.6. Man, if you bought these and they actually kept their value, that would be your retirement right there. So let's go to Defiance. And no one's huge. So we've got 11, 12,000, 12,000, but this one's a lower return. Let's see why that one's got a good. It's dropped a little recently. And dividend, click the button, 9 cents. it says 60% return, but it's only 9 cents. And 8.11, so that's in line. Let's take a look. 22 cents. I think these are more consistent returns, but a little lower. 14 to 30. So 22, it's up 8 cents. 14, 14, 15, 19. So it's not huge jumps, so you get some consistency there. The overall portfolio's up a little. Granite shares. This is the one that's down huge. We talked about that last time. I mean, some of these you actually haven't lost your principal, but because of the NAV erosion, you're going to show in the red. But they actually have a couple that squeaked into the green. As you can see, by squeaked, I mean $700. So these are just treading water. The price of these two actually went up a hair, and it paid a 24% dividend. So these are the ones I am not interested in, Granite shares, at right now. You can see that they have been losing dividend price, 40, 30, 20, and it's staying in the mid-low 20s. So the Granite shares haven't figured out their NAV erosion, and they're not paying huge. But for these weeklies, you got to remember, this is hopefully something you can think about for long term, and not put your whole portfolio in. And if you're going to do this and you can't do it in a non-taxable account like an IRA, you're going to have tax bills. So remember that. You might be better off with the taxes going into just a regular, growth stock or something. We can get into the politics of why the average person can't have a small account that doesn't have to pay taxes on until they take the money out, but that's a political question, and we won't go there today, because I would love it if every American could have their own personal retirement account, and then they could have to put a certain percentage safe incomes like index funds and long-term investments, but allow young people to have, say, 10% of their portfolio that they can actually invest in things like this. That would, in my opinion, would give them incentive to learn more about this. And if the young people in your lives, if you could get them interested in paying attention to their finances, that would be awesome. So that's the weeklies. The overalls, I'll give you a quick snapshot of these. These are the Dividend aristocrats are down. You can see they've been kind of squiggly lately. Index funds, they're up. They've been steadily climbing since April, so that's good. Monthly dividend stocks, that portfolio's doing good. It's up 4,000, so it's staying up with the stock market. And monthly, quarterly ETFs, you can see they're in the $11,000. So they're just creeping up, which is what you want for a long-term investment. So that's the overall portfolio, specialized in the weeklies this week. Thank you guys for joining me. If you would, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'm going to work on the covered calls again. So I'll see you in that video. Have a great day.